Shandy writes as fast as possible, but still these spinners come up with more to say. After uncountable generations, they still change the story. Do you know the story of the Sylvanar and the Green Lady? Or should I say, one of the stories? As many stories as there have been Sylvanars. Going back to the first Bosmer, no doubt. But the story the spinners are telling now, it's all wrong. It must change back before it's too late. Ah, you've never been here, have you? This is a temple to the spinners, the Bosmer who make reality with their tales. Let me take you to Elilor in Veilguard, and perhaps you'll see why the story must be corrected. You are very kind to help, though you do not seem to know Veilguard's importance. Perhaps Shandy can explain things for you. Stories are told here, and by some ancient magic made to come to pass. Strange people, strange customs. I came to find inspiration in the spinners and their lives. They are a curious lot. Bosmer priests of a sort. They interpret the Green Pact and often serve as diplomats for the Bosmer. They tell stories to each other as their prayers. And strangely enough, their stories come true. As real as a summer roast or a cricket's song. I've yet to determine if they speak what they see, or if reality conforms to their desires. One spinner told me how thirsty he was, and suddenly he held a mug of mead. Fascinating. A bard in the best of times, and a scavenger in the worst. I came to hear the stories of the Bosmer, and found them unintelligible. I've only just begun to understand the depths of the spinner's power. I doubt they know it themselves. You've heard of the Sylvanar and the Green Lady, yes? The spinners tell the story of their life together, guiding the Bosmer to prosperity. That is how it usually goes. But it's changed, and I fear for the Bosmer people if it is not changed back.
Perhaps a bit more intrigue will help. No, too many threads already.
The Daedra opened a portal at Moonhenge, and some hero collapsed it single-handedly.
Our handfast is useless. It holds none of the magic it once had, and it's all Spinner and Drossith's fault. What's gonna happen to the Sylvanar and the Green Lady if the story's changed? We tell the story of the Sylvanar and the Green Lady, their union and reunion in their every incarnation. Spinner and Drossith begins and ends our stories, but she's changed things. Now the story is dark and wild, and we've no power to change it back. Only Spinner and Drossith can start this story, but once it's started, it can be retold. You may be just what this story needs. A fresh idea added into the mix. Look closely at the handfast to begin the tale. Spinner and Drossith won't be able to resist.
You wish to hear the story of the Sylvanar and the Green Lady? I will do one better. Come forward and witness my creation.
You've started the story. I thought Spinner and Drossith lost in her own world by now. She must want you to play the part. Veilguard is our retreat, our place of word and song. We protect the handfast, a symbol of the Bosmer people. We tell tales of our past and our future. Through our words, the Bosmer prosper. She's let you into a story, and you aren't a spinner. That means you don't need to follow our rules. Follow the story with her, and set it right again. For all our sakes. For a story as important as the well-being of the Sylvanar and the Green Lady, we spinners will tell the story together. But Spinner in Draseth has gone on her own, so the story's not yet strong enough. She may want to use you to increase its power. She's let you into her story, and you are... You've started...
Spinner in Draseth has taken you into her story. I think this means that you're telling the story with her, through your words and actions. How exciting. Well, the Sylvanar and the Green Lady need to be happy together. How that happens changes with every story. So I think you must go through Spinner and Draseth's story and make sure that happens. Everything else will work itself out.
The Sylvanar, first of the wild children with eyes open. He alone knows the ways and wiles of the Valenwood. What use is the Green Lady to him, I ask you? A distraction, nothing more. The true purpose of the Bosma was revealed to me. With our unquenchable thirst and never-ending hunger, we become the devouring beast. Without the Green Lady, the Sylvanar will fall. She will return to the wilds and the Bosma shall follow. They must never be together. From the beginning, now, or in the future. The story will change to keep them apart. As they should always have been. The Hound calls the Green Lady, and she will answer. The Sylvanar will be no more.
I know where she's going. Go after her!
My
if
time
you're a
is
part of the
precious.
story, you can enter! Be careful. It seems Spinner in Draseth has gone quite mad.
The quarry faces the hunter at last. You won't stop me from claiming my prize. She is my puppet, just like all the other creatures in this story. Her weaknesses allowed me to enter. You can't thwart me. You know nothing of the spinners and the power they wield. You may know me by my Daedric title, but for now, I play the part of the Hound. I created a wedge between the Sylvanar and the Green Lady. The Hound is a convenient scapegoat for my invention. Story? No. It is a vision of what is to come, shaped according to my...
Are you another creature come to torment me? I've had enough of this maze. Speak, apparition! I have always been within this story. I am the Sylvanar, the immortal spirit of the Bosma. I protect and nurture the heart of our people. You have met one of my incarnations, I think. If that is true, then I would know you as friend. Yes, even I have felt the change. The story seeks to destroy me. You must not allow this. I will summon my allies, but I cannot do this alone. Will you help? You must use my plant allies to defend me. Fire stands against fire, like against like. I feel them approach. Be ready. They come. Like stands against like. Choose wisely. something draws me away.
Why won't this thing right? Blast it all, nothing stays. 1,000 plagues on whoever invented this infernal device. I dictate the story to this parchment, and nothing happens. I bought this parchment from a trader in Bellerata. He promised if I told my stories to it, they would bond to it and become permanent. Forgive me, it's not your concern. I'll make it work. I can't write. I'm a spinner. I talk. Forget parchment. We need to invoke the ancient rites of flesh and blood. With Horvor blood and a chunk of Old Tusk's flesh, the tale can write itself. Through the caves, you'll find the grove of insects. If you follow the story's path, you can't miss it. There's a cave, a place where tales from the beginning of our time live alongside random Horvor. In the cave lies Old Tusk, the first mammoth to walk Valenwood, perfectly preserved, but dead. It'll come apart in your hand, no knives needed. Did I say perfectly preserved? I meant not rancid, just showing its age. After all, Old Tusk was the first mammoth. Not much, enough to make a tincture. I'm not going to turn the blood into ink, no, not exactly. What we'll do invokes an ancient rite to inscribe a spinner's story to flesh. There's a cave, a place where...
Mine to control, and mine alone.
Who trespasses here? Show yourself. Who are you? Where did you come from? What am I doing here? Wait, I think it's all coming back to me. Yes. No. I was trying to destroy the Sylvanar in our story. Why in the two moons would I do that? There's something else in the story. I feel it inside me, trying to get out. Trying to control me again. Listen. Take the essence of the Sylvanar. Guard it. Keep it safe. The Green Lady must unite with the Sylvanar as always. Find the Green Lady and save her as you save the Sylvanar. The Hound calls me. I cannot resist.
You follow me to my home? I should bite your feet off and see how well you run. The Hound is my consort. He has shown me the way of the wilds, and we rule over the forest together. I need nothing from you. I am the Green Lady, the immortal aspect of Bosma's strength. I take orders from no one. The Hound told me the story, and it excites me. If he's a part of this, then so am I. The story shall include us both. I don't know that name. Yet I feel something when you say it, as if this were all a dream. No, he said there would be temptations, charlatans, liars! The beast will take care of you.
Friend of the Sylvanar, the Green Lady went by. The way is blocked to you, but I can clear it. Shall I lend you my aid? Nasty, biting bugs are useful. Their insides spit and burn. Bring such parts, and I will clear the path. Has the friend of the Sylvanar found the distasteful bits? Only then will the path be clear for our friend. Shield your eyes. If the acid splashes upon you, all would weep. Behold, your path is clear.
Green Lady is mine!
What of you?
You defeated him. I didn't think it was possible. I see that now. His story is not mine. The incarnation of the Green Lady must know you. I will entrust you with my essence. Complete the story as it should be told.
I failed my duties as a spinner. The story comes first, above all emotion, above all pity. I pitied the Hound, but it was a trap. And now, the Sylvanar and the Green Lady will always have, and always should, join as one.
You've recovered the essence of both the Green Lady and the Sylvanar. Grant that power to the Handfast, and the story will once again be about their immortal union. The other spinners await you below. The other spinners wait...
Listen, this is marvelous. Down this ramp lies the hollow chamber in which our story can be lured from skin to flesh. Words aren't easy to catch. We Bosmer don't force sounds into symbols, so we'll make them write themselves. Enter the chamber in the great tree and slather the blood on the skin hangings within. The blood will pull the story from the animal skins and into Old Tusk's flesh. Then we'll seal them to the flesh with fire. I've cast a spell within the chamber. The blood awakens the words spoken to the skins, refreshing them. They'll bond with the nearest flesh, the chunk you took from Old Tusk. Meet me by the fire pit at the bottom of the tree when you're done.
What do you want?
Show it to the Khajiit Bard over there. She's been pestering us for written words and we finally got some.
It's changing. The story is changing again.
I'm sure if Shandy's stories came true, I would also be a bit strange. Roasted meat? Smells like a wood elf delicacy. Is it lunch? Strange markings branded into it. Wait, are these... Did he write their story on a block of meat? Unusual, but not unworkable. Shandy will make this less edible and more readable. Thank you for your gift. I'm sure if Shandy's stories came true... Beautiful!
Thank you.
Thank you.
I can't believe my ears. The handfast is restored. Praise the Sylvanar's champion.
You've done it! The immortal story of the Sylvanar and the Green Lady has been put right again. But tell me, who corrupted Indrasith in the first place? Did you find out? I've heard that name before, I think. But it fades when I try to remember, like a bad dream. Still, gloomy thoughts do not become us now. The spinners will sing your story with gusto, a tale of harrowing adventure and wealth beyond measure.
This isn't a good
I hope
time.
Shandy liked the story. It's the only writing I've ever done. With your help, of course.
Help! Over here! I need you! Please help. The worm cult got her. Spinner in Dinael tried to stop the worm cult from defiling this burial site. They took her. I saw her near the center of Ours, held captive at one of the altars. I can't imagine what they'll do to her if someone doesn't stop them. We guard the ancient burial site of Ours from those who disturb the spirits. But that part of the story's not important yet. You have to save her. Go along the road. Look for the altar in the water, please.
May I help?
Thank you enough. May the spirits guide you.
Is someone there? What's going on? I can't see. The living call us Oathbreakers, and imprisoned us in owls for rejecting the Green Pact. But these necromancers are harvesting us. We refuse to bend to Ifri's will, and we won't bend to the worm cult. The Bosmer planted stone altars in owls to keep the Oathbreakers trapped, but now the worm cult's corrupted them. I feel our bodies rising from the tar, and many of our spirits have already awakened. You must cleanse the altars to let us rest. Please hurry. Being trapped here is nothing like resting in the mires of owls. With worm cult blood and bone, kill them all. They must pay for their transgressions, just as we have. The Green Pact imprisons us, but we rather sleep in the tar forever than serve the worm cult for one day. The other Bosmer named us so because we refused the Green Pact. Why should we give up our shape-shifting abilities? We wished to live our lives as we always had, and were sequestered in owls for eternity. Those are Oathbreakers as well. Oathbreakers can shapeshift to many different forms at will, but some have recently become trapped in a single form by the worm cult's meddling.
Their deaths are only the beginning of their torment. I'll see to that.
Thank you! I return to my rest.
More than I can bear.
If their spirits remain in ours, we'll give them a warm welcome. I thought they'd never die. Thank you.
Someone found help. I feared it would soon be too late. Safe? None of us are safe. All the threads are breaking apart. The worm cult awakens the Oathbreakers. The necromancers enslave the spirits of ours. You must stop this. The worm cult wants to enslave the ancient spirits in this mire. The Bosma buried here spurned the Green Pact long ago. Shapeshifters, unwilling to submit to Ifre's will. They are eternally trapped and eternally protected. Spriggans once guarded these burial grounds from those who would intrude or escape. The necromancers slaughtered them and stole the heartwood from their corpses. You must burn the heartwood before they can use it to control the spirits. No, it is not that simple. We call them the Oathbreakers, but they are not evil. Their spirits rest in ours until the time of renewal. They must rejoin the Bosma so our race can be whole once again. The worm cult would put an end to that hope. The worm cult piled the Spriggans' corpses like...
No, you don't. That's my leg there!
You've done it. We're safe. Come, find me. I wish to speak to you once again. Free at last. The altars are cleansed. My brothers and sisters will rest again. Once the worm cult's hold weakened, we destroyed our prison. Though we spurned Ifre's will, we don't deserve servitude to necromancers. I am the voice of owls. When we were imprisoned, I chose to serve as envoy between Ifre's faithful and my kin. The Oathbreakers. We spurned Ifre's will, and we paid the price. Our lives. Ifre can be just as cruel as she is compassionate. Beware the wrath of gods, mortal. You've broken their power here. They may find another way, but we will be ready for them this time. For now, we must rest. Thank you for aiding us, though we are outcast. Perhaps we will meet again.
beginning of their torment. I'll see to that. I thought they'd never die. Thank you.
Head out!
My death is the beginning of a new story. Not a happy one, I fear. I feel the pulse of the worm cult. I must resist. Mortal trappings are unimportant. I must see this place kept safe. Have you burned away the heartwood? Is it out of the worm cult's clutches? Then you've thwarted the necromancer's plans to enslave the creatures of ours. They've one recourse left to them, but with your help, I can stop it. Thanks to you, their plan of an army of shapeshifters has failed. Now they must put all their energy into creating one powerful creature. You must get what they need before they discover it. I've hidden it in a sack nearby. Go! Quickly! The spinner's not without defenses. I'm a storyteller. I simply changed the narrative. I hid the thread of its existence behind a tangle in Owz's story. The worm cult, intent on their own plot, didn't unravel the knot. Cleverly hidden in plain sight. That totem is one of the most powerful relics in my possession. It will keep the worm cult from mastering the Oathbreakers. But first, you must prepare. You will need the strength of a powerful Oathbreaker in order to overcome the necromancers. Guardian Kellenron was the strongest shapeshifter of those who refused the Green Pact. Ever since the totem of Ifre bound him here, he has protected the other spirits. When the woods were new and wild, we were shapeshifters. It was necessary back then since the Valen wood had not settled on one form either. Ifre gave all of the Valen wood a form and a purpose, but some Bosmo refused the gift. They remain wild. You'll have to defeat him in battle to disperse his excess energy. The totem will absorb the wisps left from his exertion. He's aided the spinners for centuries, but still, he's more likely to fight you than help willingly.
You dare violate the ancient grounds? What are you doing? No! Who do you think you are, taking my energy? You think defeating me once will be enough to enslave my spirit? I'll see your bones sink into the tar first. Of course I am. My lion form suffices to dispatch trespassers. Well, usually. Now I ask the questions. Who are you, and what do you want? The totem of Ifra. Indinael would never part with that. Not while she lives. But she doesn't live, does she? I would feel her presence if she did. You didn't steal it from her, did you? Well, why don't you ask her yourself and stop bugging me? You've drained most of my spiritual essence with it. That is as much of a contribution as I'm willing to make. I know you can't. The totem is fully charged. You're not as much of a pushover as I first thought. Look for me again soon. Maybe I'll give you a hand. But you still need to find Spinner and Dinael. I don't know what she's cooking up.
Return to my rest.
We finally decided to disobey Spinner and Dinael, and it's a good thing we did. Indrith and I saw the cultists carrying a body inside the cave here. We have no weapons. We can't fight the least of the undead, let alone the cultists.
They've taken her inside, haven't they? Are we too late? Then all is lost. The stories tell of a dark creature, fueled by pure essence at its core. That is Spinner and Dinael. She will become a terrible undead being, a servant to command the legions of the worm cult. They make her their puppet. Wait, you have it. The totem of Ifre. She must have known, must have seen her fate. She sent you to save her. You need to get inside, and quickly. The worm cult's already started their plans. You must use the totem to stop them. Use it on the creature you find inside the caves. The worm cult controls it now, but the totem may be able to break their power over it, or even destroy it entirely.
I said I'd help you, right? My friend will watch your back.
Serve the worm cult now. You must destroy me! I'm free! We must leave, quickly! The threads of ours are repaired. You saved the Oathbreakers, and perhaps all of the Valen wood. The threads pulled in every direction. They threatened to snap. My death was the least of the evils possible. With your help, I challenged the story, and with your strength, I was able to change my fate. A weapon is only as good as its wielder. Not 1 in 100 could have used the totem to direct their will. The totem is sacred among the spinners, so it must be returned. I've asked Gwilyn to thank you personally for your aid.
In my story, I'll be as strong as Endynion. Someday.
The worm cult can dig in the mire all they want. Ours is protected from their necromancy, thanks to you. It's my duty. Her spirit will linger a little while longer, along with the Oathbreakers disturbed by the worm cult. I'll have to use that time to learn as much as I can. Once the cultists leave, all of the spirits can enjoy their endless rest again.
I've been watching over Ours for so long. It's hard to think of it going on without me, even under Gwilyn's care. I think I'll wait a little while before going to sleep. Perhaps I can still be of help.
We must finish this quickly.
Geoffrey bless you!
My friend, I was certain you'd arrive, and it's a good thing you did. All is not well in Sylvanar. The city is closed against me. The ancient wards and guardians all see me as hostile. I could force my way inside, but that might hurt the people of Sylvanar. This is supposed to be a celebration, not a war. I'll need your help once again. The city is sealed against me, something I would not have thought possible. It would take the power of course, the three spinners. They could do it if they were forced by someone powerful. Someone like the Hound. Yes, that Hircine worshipper wants to keep me from the Handfast. My scouts saw his houndsmen in the ravine below, bearing silver shards that radiate magicka. Can you wrest the shards from them? They're key to unlocking the city, and this puzzle. I believe those silver shards are physical manifestations of stories woven by the Bosma's three most powerful spinners. If you take them from the houndsman in the ravine below, we'll know for certain. We've run afoul of him before. The Hound was behind the trouble in Drabul, and my kidnapping and imprisonment in Juthsaga. He wishes to supplant me as the Green Lady's rightful consort. We have to stop him, for the sake of the Bosma people. As I said, they are creations of Sylvanar's three great spinners. I'm certain the houndsmen are using them to turn the wards of the city to their master's evil purpose, to help him keep me from the Green Lady. Of course, there are other defenses. In addition to the wards, there is the Guardian of Sylvanar, an elemental creature that patrols the bridge. He will be compelled to act against us by the same magic that turns the wards. You must defeat him after you recover the shards. I don't know, but she must be inside the city. If she were anywhere else, I'd be able to sense her presence. My fear is that the Hound has trapped her in some way similar to the way he kept me in Juthsaga. Perhaps the shards are part of that trap.
My cousin was studying with Tellinger at Esduin. Thank you for all you did there.
Quiet. The houndsmen are in the ravine below. I'm here to make certain they don't come up and attack the Sylvanar's camp. Desperate. We definitely need your help. The Sylvanar told us there's some sort of mystic barrier keeping them out of the city. I can't see it, but I do see the houndsmen in the ravine below, carrying those damn silver shards. That's good. If you want the silver shards, you should go through the chasm between here and the city to collect them. Come back up this way when you have enough. I'll check with the Sylvanar to see what you need to do next. I appreciate your confidence, but I'm just a scout. I'll help as I can. When the Sylvanar says the barrier's down, I'll see you in the city. I don't know much that you haven't been told. My guess is the houndsmen carry them to somehow reinforce the mystic barrier, but I don't know for certain. I'm sorry, I can't tell you more. Continue down the slope. The houndsmen patrol the ravine, carrying those shards and looking for loyalists who escaped the city. Anyone on the Sylvanar's side is their prey.
Please, I need you. Come here, quickly. You're not with the houndsmen, are you? Are you one of Sylvanar's loyalists? Please, I need help. I'm Lane the Doorwalker, a simple bard. My fellow minstrels and I were chosen from throughout the Dominion to perform at the celebrations for the Sylvanar and the Green Lady, but something went horribly wrong. Some of the houndsmen didn't like our music. I think they know it's a music of freedom and joy. Their werewolves attacked us while we were practicing. We escaped into this ravine, but got separated. Are they even alive? Look for Bazul and Adazi, a pair of Khajiit, and Alanair, an Altma lute player. I don't know a lot about them. We were selected individually, but they're terrific musicians. I hope you find them. A band of one can't perform. I don't know. Normally people wait to hear the musicians before they set out to hurt them. Do you want to argue or do you want to help? I want to rescue the other minstrels, but I'm no fighter. When we arrived, the four of us set up a camp at the edge of the canyon and held a practice before entering Sylvanar. Chased out before they ever heard a note, too. Anyway, I'm sure everyone's trying to rendezvous there. I know the other musicians and I'll look for Bazul and Adazi, a pair of nearby, in the ravine. We fled down here to escape the houndsmen with the other Sylvanar loyalists. Yes, when the Hound announced the Green Lady would marry him instead of the Sylvanar, many Bosmer couldn't believe it. He seized control of the town and a few loyalists escaped, like us.
Those houndsmen are everywhere. She did. She hung back when the rest of us ran. I thought... No, I was wrong. Have you seen my mate, Tadazi? She was with me, but I fell and had to hide. Please, you have got to find her. I twisted my ankle when I fell. I don't know what I'll do if the houndsmen have her. Yes, I am sure I can make it to the camp. Especially if it means I will see Tadazi again. But there is one more thing. I hate to ask, but... Our instruments... When the houndsmen attacked us, they stole our instruments. If you search their camps, you will find them. Or perhaps the shape-shifting bastards are still carrying them around. Please, say you will find our instruments.
Get over here, before the houndsmen sniff you out. You've heard of me? No, I can see it on your face. It was Lane, wasn't it? She sent you to find me. Have you seen my clumsy husband, Bazul? The fool panicked and fell as we came down the canyon. Thank the gods for small favors. That's a relief. Replacing a good drummer is hard. Husbands, well... Those I can find in any crowd. Certainly. I haven't had much trouble avoiding the houndsmen when I'm alone, if you get my meaning. Oh, and as long as you're going to fight the houndsmen anyway. The Sylvanar gave us each instruments, and they're valuable. If you could get them back, I'd very much appreciate it.
I tell you, I have friends. Friends in high places. She's all right. She's all right. What do I care? I've been chased by houndsmen. I've had harsh critics before, but really... Well, I wouldn't say harsh. Or even unfavorable, no. The critics have always liked me. What were you saying? Oh, she does. Well, she can just go... No, wait. You aren't a houndsman. Why would she send you to capture me? Isn't that what the houndsmen are for? If you're a friend of the Sylvanar, Leyen didn't betray us. She's a jealous harpy, but she didn't throw us to the houndsmen after all. Well now, that's a song of a different key. Leyen's jealous of my singing ability, which she lacks, and wanted to get rid of me. Apparently I'm mistaken. Of course, I'm nearly there now. But I need to ask a favor. Can you retrieve my instrument? It was a gift from the Sylvanar and is precious to me. And if you get the rest of the instruments back, that'd be nice too. Very good. While you're slaughtering the houndsmen, I can safely make my way to our camp. Hope to see you there.
You've got the silver shards? Good. Keep them close. I don't know what they're for, but they've got to be important. But before that, you've got to defeat the Guardian of Sylvanar. It patrols the bridge between here and the city. It's not an evil creature, but a bound spirit, tied to the wards that protect the city. Defeating it won't destroy it completely. In fact, it will probably reform soon after. But it will temporarily sever its connection to the wards. It'll give the Sylvanar an opening to project his will into the city. The Sylvanar, remember, is the spiritual essence of the Bosmer. If he can extend his essence inside the city, he can help unravel the wards. But you'll still need the spinners. They're somewhere inside the city. The Sylvanar can't sense them with the wards intact, but once the Guardian's defeated, he'll be able to extend his perceptions into the city, however briefly.
no one suffers as I've suffered.
Neither does he safe. That's all that matters to me.
Please, Alaner, just play.
You made it. Thank you for saving the other minstrels. If only we had our instruments. You are truly amazing. Hopefully this will convince the others I didn't betray them. They think because I'm a Bosmer I sided with the Hound. When the Houndsmen came, they attacked all of us. As a Bosmer, it was easier for me to get away, but that's it. They aren't music lovers? And I really think that's it. We started playing and a big werewolf, Grimclaw I think he called himself, went crazy. We can't get to Sylvanar with him on the loose. Probably. Werewolves have great hearing. I'll prove I'm no traitor to the Sylvanar or the other minstrels. You kill their leader and that will be that. If you want, I'll play my lute. Grimclaw will come.
What's that horrible sound? Stop it!
You can't expect me to perform
That's
under
done
these
it.
circumstances.
One less angry werewolf to plague Malabal Tor. Many thanks. The other minstrels have accepted me again, and we're going to practice for the celebrations. The celebrations last several days. You should stay and listen to us. We don't all know the same songs yet, but our performance will never be forgotten. See you there.
You'd never know my drum is being battered about by houndsmen, would you?
Music brings people together on many different levels, doesn't it?
Someday we will write a song about your exploits.
Quickly! You've defeated the Guardian, but it will return soon. You need to get inside the city and locate the 3 spinners. I sense they're being held in the trees within the city. The bonds of Hircine surround them, however, so you can't go directly to them. You'll need to learn about the spinners and their prisons in order to free them. All I know are their names. Spinner Enrel, Spinner Carolyn, and Spinner Dothriel. This is my first visit to the city, and until the Handfast, my connection with the Bosmer is incomplete. I know how you can learn about the 3 spinners, but it will be dangerous. Question the ones who bound them. The Houndsman's witches worked with their master to craft special prisons for each spinner. Force the witches to tell you everything they know about the bindings and locations of the 3 spinners. Once you've learned about the 3 spinners...
I'm getting out of here.
Have mercy, please. I'll help you. Please don't kill me. You don't understand. Yes, but we didn't hurt them. Please, I'll tell you everything I know if you just let me go. I was there when the youngest of them, Spinner Einrel, was taken. I can tell you about her. Just promise you won't kill me. Spinner Einrel is the youngest of the three. She acted like she knew she was going to be taken. They imprisoned her in her home, surrounded by all her nature totems and strange-smelling herbs. Her essence focuses on the future of the Bosmer people as she sees it. Naturally, she believes in the love between the Green Lady and the Sylvanar breaking through the shadow of the Hound. The exact solution to the puzzles is a mystery, even to us.
Finally! An end to this madness!
No! It wasn't my fault!
You can't kill me. Don't you know who I am? It was the Hound. He forced us. I saw him capture Spinner Kerlin. The Spinner's in his prime, and let the Hound know he'd fight him with all his strength. But the Hound still bound the Spinner right in his home. The warrior Spinner focuses on the present. He sees a great battle with the Green Lady and the Hound to bring her to her true lord, the Sylvanar. His bonds are tied to that site. And the Spinner already claims victory. He laughed as we bound him. The Spinner acted as if he knew what was going on everywhere in Malabal Tor. He told the Hound that a hero was on his way, and that the Sylvanar wouldn't be locked out of the city much longer. Could he have meant... Oh no. He meant you.
Look out! Bless you.
Please, no more. I surrender. No, it can't end like this. He promised. The Spinners defied the Hound, so he bound them with elements of their own strengths. He even bound Spinner Dothriel, the strongest of the three. She'll grow even older in her prison. She's in her home and hardly noticed us. She lives in the past, seeing patterns of ancient times replaying today. With the Bosmer surviving, and the Hound dead. She spoke as if it had already happened. She also said that each Spinner has the key to his or her own release, even if they can't affect it. Please, please let me go. I'll leave the city forever.
I sense that you've completed your task. You've questioned the Houndsman witches about the Spinners and their bonds. When you defeated the Guardian, I projected more of my essence into the city. I've learned something about each Spinner and their bonds. They're being contained by puzzles that tap into each Spinner's essence. Spinner Enrel is the youngest. She's a master alchemist, and her purview is the future. She foretells many things with her prophecies. Try to assemble her history in the solution to her puzzle. Spinner Kerlin was a powerful warrior before the Spinner's path found him. He is blessed with a keen awareness of the present. His perception of things happening here and now, particularly regarding the hand fasting, should be the key to solving his puzzle. She is the eldest and most powerful Spinner, a wizard almost from birth. She sees the past more clearly than you and I see the present. She draws parallels between then and now. Use that in solving her puzzle. The Hound is using Ayleid stones to imprison each Spinner. The key to each puzzle is tied to each Spinner's essence. but their very spirits power the barrier keeping me out of the city. Solve the puzzles, free the spinners, and open the barrier. Yes, if you fail to solve a puzzle, a manifestation of that spinner's spirit will appear. Kill it and the barriers will fall, but at the cost of a spinner's life. Try to solve the puzzles and free the spinners, not kill them. Take your time. The spinners work with the past, present, and future, and likely left clues to help solve the puzzle of their bindings. Look carefully at each stone, and read every book within their chambers. I'm sure you'll find the answers. Each has a home surrounding the great tree. Go up from here, then cross the tree bridges and climb up further still to their homes. Search the spinners' homes for clues to solving each puzzle. Return here after you've broken their bonds.
Torch it!
The Sylvanar and the Green Lady will join, as they always have. Our tales never changed, though some played roles most unexpected.
Freedom exists, as do I, in any state. But my brethren, you must unlock their bonds one way or another.
The spinner's bonds are broken. The future unfolds before us. Quickly, the Sylvanar awaits. Do not worry about me. My tale continues to unfold.
You've done it! The barrier is almost broken. As you broke each of the spinner's bonds, I could feel the energy dispersing. I'm almost through. We must confront the Hound, but I have grim news. The Hound has somehow enthralled the Green Lady's spirit. That's why the wards against my entry were so strong. She's in the audience hall, fighting to repair the damage you've done. Give me the silver shards. They contain the essence of the three spinners' stories. I can use them to overcome the Hound's spell, but only if I can physically get to the Green Lady. Go to the audience hall and distract her. She's a warrior, first and foremost, and will abandon her repairs to confront you. Then I'll be able to break through the barrier. Of course, if the Hound gets to her before I can. Best not to think of that. Together, the Green Lady and the Hound will be formidable. Our only hope is for me to get to the audience hall quickly and help. If you're overcome, all Sylvanar, all the Bosmer may be lost. Fight bravely and well. Take the ladder up from here. It's above us, high in the great tree. Good luck, my friend.
Threaten us. The Hound is my true consort. You will not interfere.
I'm here, Gwaring. No one can stop our union now.
Green Lady, remember the Green Pact. Come to me.
No! We belong together!
To that. Gwaring, are you hurt?
Oh, the shadows lifted. For the first time in many moons, my spirit is my... The shadows lifted. For the first time in many moons, my spirit is my own. I can see my destiny again. Without your help, The Sylvanar might never have made it back. I hope I didn't injure you. I embody the physical strength of the Bosma, but it proved useless against Hircine's magic. The Hound was once my dearest friend Orthorn. Despite everything, I thought I could make him change his destructive course. I was wrong. Orthorn allowed me to think I could reach him, but his words were wrapped in Hircine's magic as the Hound. They drew out my primal spirit, and I lusted for the hunt. I felt as the ancient Bosma must have felt before the pact. Like there was nothing for me but blood and the kill. If you hadn't arrived, I'd be a houndsman hunting innocent Bosma, but stronger, with my power as the Green Lady encouraging others to turn feral. We must complete the handbast quickly. Retrieve the handbast. It was crafted in Belgard and sent here for the wedding ceremony. Fortunately, the spinners hid it away somewhere in the city to keep it from the Hound and me. Scout Anglith, chief of the Sylvanar's hunters, should know. Considering how much you've helped us already, I can't think of anyone else who deserves the honor more than you.
Wait! You can't start without this!
At last, the Hound is dead. I stripped...
And as this story ends, a more joyful one begins. Take your rightful place in our celebration. By the blood we consume, by the hills and vales we protect, let the spirit of the Sylvanar and the body of the Green Lady become as one. Before Ifray and those gathered, for this generation, and those who came before and go after, be joined. I've said enough. Go and be merry. The Handfest ritual is but one of the many ceremonies for this wedding. Look around, my friend. Without you, this joyous celebration could not be possible. Please, enjoy the hospitality of Sylvanar for as long as you like, though I am certain your tale will draw you away from us soon. May your story be never-ending and always of interest.
My friend, we've come a long way from Hectorheim. You've known me now in 2 lives. It's only right you're here as I begin a third, when I bond with the Green Lady. Now please, enjoy the celebration.
I hope the Sylvanar survives the Handfest bonding. I know he has great spiritual reserves, but... well, anyway, I'm certain he can handle the celebrations.
We'll never forget your part in this story.
Yes, finally! I'm sure the feast will be fantastic.
Celebrations will continue for many, many days.
This will be a celebration to remember.
Quickly, before it's too late.
We'll drink Volt Weston's rottenness until it's gone.
The pain is bad enough. The surprise and betrayal, worse. The main. We were escorting him to the Handfast when something happened. He stumbled as we crossed the bridge. We stopped to help him and he He just went mad. He attacked us with tooth and claw. And something else. Magic. Dark magic. The guards were dead before we could drive him. It off. It fled north. I think it's heading toward the march. You must find him. Stand back. I can cast a small spell. Find where he's headed. Search for him in Reaper's March near Fort Grimwatch. I sense his presence there. That hurt. Probably should not have done that. But you have to find him. Fort Grimwatch is in the northern woods, high up the Reaper's March. This one thinks that is where he's gone. Of course, I have been a Khuzri's speaker for years. Our relationship is far older than this dominion we struggle to keep together. Ask me what you will. Who knows? It may come to that. Haven is a long way away, but it was a warning to all of us. No stronghold is safe. I'm just glad you're here. There's no one I would trust more with such a task. His true name is Khuzri. We've been friends since we were children. He was brought up by the lunar clergy, as all Mains are. I was the son of elsewhere nobility. We both knew we'd make our mark on the world. I never thought it would be like this. I can't know for sure. He never even showed an interest in magic. He's always been a good leader, quieter than usual these last years. But I just thought he was adjusting to our new alliance. Dark moons. Dark moons. When we were younger, I had fears that the Khuzri would be taken captive. The Main would make for a tempting hostage, I thought. We had mages enchant a ring he wears on his right hand. My prayer caught up to this ring and told me where he'd gone.
My friend, this one is glad to see you. And I am in nowhere near as dire straits as I was last time our eyes met. Bah! This one spits in the face of death. Of course, that spit may contain a trickle of blood, but... No, I am all right. The healers have already patched me up. The moon shines upon your face, I see. Is there any way I can help you? Lord Garashri knows more, but his vision may be colored by hope. Mine is not. The Main has always been greedy and self-serving, but lately he has been cruel. His orders do not benefit the Khajiit as they once did. He changed before we came here.
All of Sylvanar celebrates the Handfest, and you should too. I see your life's paths open before you. Your tale does not end here, but continues further on. Know that the Bosmo will always be grateful. While the Handfest ceremony is complete, their bond is still forming. They must unite the physical with the spiritual, a process that takes many days and many nights.
You need a drink.
All that fighting works up my appetite. I could eat a whole roast mammoth leg, bone and all.
Is it time for feasting yet? I'm starving. Yes, yes. But I've been waiting to hear the musicians. When they showed up in Sylvanar, there was some trouble with the Hound. Maybe he doesn't like music. They told you? You've talked to them? These are some of the most famous musicians in Malabal Tor, and you know them? Can you introduce me? No, wait, I'd be too embarrassed.
Praise the Sylvanar! Praise the Green Lady! Pass the rot myth!
Nothing like a feast after a hard-fought battle.
Music brings people together on many...
I don't know what everyone is so upset about. This is our big opportunity. Yes, we still need practice. But the celebration goes on for days. People will like seeing us get better over time.
We're excited, but we're still arguing. The sooner we get our songs down, the better.
You'll never know, my drummies.
Amusing. Let's see how you fare against these ogres. You've done nothing, mortal.
Dariel! Who's there? Dariel? No, you're someone else. Please, don't kill me. I've nothing of value to steal. Then you're not a bandit? Thank the Eight for small blessings. My brother Dariel wasn't as lucky. He thought he could outsmart the bandits in the ruins. Now he's gone. He'd do anything to find a cure for me. But all I pray for now is his safety. I've been sick most of my life. We came to deal in exchange for passage. I haven't seen him since.
Don't think because I'm wounded that I won't defend myself. The Stranglers won't have much to devour after I'm done with you. Dane's still breathing? Then I've still got a reason to go on. I have to get that plant sap before it's too late. He said that? After all this, he wants to give up. Dane and I, what have we got besides each other? Doesn't matter what you say. I'll find a way to save him, with or without that plant.